Welcome back to Cooking with Jay. If you haven't done it, please go ahead and push the subscribe button. Today we'll be making crab stuffed salmon with a lemon garlic sauce. Let's get started. So we're gonna start with the crab stuffing. So I'm gonna add some mayonnaise and Dijon mustard. And to this, I'm gonna add some Old Bay seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. And then I'm gonna add a half of a lemon to this, the juice. And then we're gonna go ahead and mix it together. And to this, we're gonna add our pound of lump crab meat. I bought this in a can from Costco. So I'm just gonna add it, and then you should double check and make sure there's no shells too. And then to this, I'm gonna add my panko breadcrumbs. I'm gonna go and stir this together gently. You don't want to break down anything. You want everything to have like some structure. And then once you have everything mixed well, because everything is cooked already, the crab is cooked and everything, and we didn't add any eggs, go ahead and taste this and make sure the seasoning's okay. And then I will be right back with the salmon. I already prepped my salmon and I cut it in half, but it's not cut all the way through, but just cut it in half where we can put the stuffing in. So to this, we're gonna add a little bit of oil to this. We're gonna add a little bit of oil. I do have an extra piece of salmon that I'm probably just gonna season it with the seasoning because I don't wanna waste. And then to this, we are gonna add some Old Bay seasoning, salt, and pepper that I'm gonna mix together. And I'm gonna season these fish. You wanna make sure you season your salmon too, because it's not gonna have any flavor if you don't season it. And we'll save the rest of this for the top of it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take this crab mixture and stuff it in the middle of the salmon and be right back. I finished stuffing it. I did have a little bit more stuffing, so I did stuff the small little salmon piece. So I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on top. Drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top of each one, and then I'm gonna top it with the rest of the seasonings that I have for the salmon with some parsley that I chopped up. And this is ready to go in the oven. So we're gonna put it in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. Or until it's done. The internal temperature needs to be like about 140 degrees. So I will be back once it gets out of the oven. While your salmon's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and do our lemon garlic cream sauce. So to a saucepan, we're gonna add our butter. And let that melt down. And to the butter, we are going to add a shallot and some garlic. And we're going to let this saute for a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. So I'm back. I browned the garlic and the shallots a little bit. So to this, I'm going to add my flour and my dill, my dried dill. And then we're going to cook this flour off for a minute. And while the flour is cooking off, I'm gonna add my my lemon zest. We'll turn down the heat to medium. And then to this, I'm gonna add my lemon juice. One lemon. So we're gonna go ahead and stir this in. Or actually, I'm gonna switch to a whisk. We're gonna whisk this in. Once the liquid is kind of evaporated, we're gonna go ahead and add our half and half to this. We'll just add a little bit, whisk it in. We don't want to create lumps. And then we'll add the rest of it. And then we'll cook it down for a minute. If it is turning a little bit too thick, go ahead and add some more cream to it. And while this is cooking down, we are going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And we're gonna let it bring it to a boil. As you can see, the sauce is came to a boil, so you want to make sure you go ahead and taste it and adjust for seasonings as needed. So we're just waiting for the salmon to come out of the oven, and then we'll go ahead and plate it. So here's the finished product. I put the salmon over some creamy mashed potatoes, and then I put it with some green beans on the side. So here's the taste test. Get a little bit of mashed potatoes with the cream sauce. This is really good. I hope you join me again, and please remember to subscribe. Thank you.